appreciative, and they knew that that was the lady that gave them the $20 to Taco Shop, or wherever it was. So it was made real quick. Breast cancer, we have our 5K this week, the most important thing. And we have Pink Army and several other committees. It's a month-long deal. We raise awareness of breast cancer, mammograms, but we raise funds to stay right here in Flagler County. For the last couple of years, we've worked very closely with the hospital, with the Flagler County Free Clinic. Free Clinic sends over their qualified patients to the hospital to get the diagnostic testing, mammogram diagnostic. The money that we raise from all of these pink events goes into a bucket, and it helps pay back the hospital the cost of those mammograms, diagnostic testing, and surgery. So the hospital can continue to work with the Free Clinic to get those patients flowing in. So the money stays local. We have 600 or so patients, over 1,000 procedures since 2010. So we know we have saved some lives in there. We do not know a lot of specifics about, or any specifics about the patients, but there's been a few men in there as well. So it's local. Those that are coming out Sunday, thank you, see you soon. And Carla, we love you, and your journey is inspiring, and there was a little bit TMI for the men in the room, a little bit TMI. So
a year ago, most likely. And I was fortunate enough to find it because I surf, and I was constantly putting my chest into my bathing suit on a regular basis and felt a lump. I am one of those people who never went to the doctor. I did pay for insurance, so I'm one of those silver linings. I'm actually getting my monies out of all my investment. I literally had insurance for about a year and never even got a physical. And so I did have my first mammogram a couple years ago. And then because I felt so healthy and wonderful, I was like, I don't need to go back. And so I skipped the second year. When I got diagnosed, I did ask the doctor if I would have caught it, and she said there was a good chance that the mammogram would not have picked it up. So I don't have any kind of, looking back, like I wish I would have or anything like that. But I am glad that I was paying attention. I can safely say that I never thought it would have happened to me. One of the biggest things I've learned through this is that 1 in 8 women get breast cancer, which shocked me, and it has nothing to do with genetics. So those are the 2 takeaways that, if anything comes out of this, that I have been able to inform people around me that it really doesn't mean anything. It was like, okay. Up until that point, I had done a little bit of scrolling on the internet, and I was kind of still in denial, I guess, and I just remember reading a small paragraph right before I went to bed, and it was, cysts grow slow, tumors grow fast. And I was very grateful to have read that right before I went to sleep, because when I went to the appointment and the ultrasound tech and then the radiologists were in there, I could just feel something in the air. And I was prepared, and I was okay. And so when they're like measuring and doing this and checking my armpit and like doing a lot more things that I would have anticipated, I knew then. And so when the radiologist, whom I cannot remember his name, but I absolutely loved, was looking, I turned and looked at him and I said, listen, I know you're probably not supposed to tell me until you have like an official diagnosis. I said, but you can tell me what is going on. And he looked at me and he's like, are you sure? And I was like, well, at this point now, when you say, are you sure? And so he was like, it is cancer. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm okay with this. I was prepared and I'm ready, and whatever happens, happens. And then I went to Dr. Sai, and the best thing that she said was like, it's treatable, you're gonna be okay. Which I think I knew the whole time, but it's just nice to hear from your doctor that that's how it's gonna work out. But what happened after that is so fast. I was grateful that this is all happening in December, and then Christmas came and everybody's on vacation and they're all doing their life things, so I actually got to spend Christmas without thinking about it. I decided, I'm not gonna worry about this right now, we'll worry about this in the new year. And so I was able to celebrate Christmas with my family and just kind of go living normal, and then I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd day of January where it was appointments, surgery, get your port in, chemo's gonna start, and then the adventure began. I'm very grateful that The cancer center in Palm Coast is wonderful. The nurses there were fabulous. Dr. Sai is awesome. So I'm grateful that my care was just over the bridge. Because again, I can't tell you, I don't like driving. I don't like going anywhere. And to go to the doctor almost 4 times a week would have been awful if I had to go to Jacksonville or Orlando or wherever. So